So starting to exercise is hands down the single best thing I've ever done in my life. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing all the knowledge and mindset I developed to become an absolute best version of myself. I've been in the self-improvement camp for over 3 years now, and it's been an arduous journey. I've been injured several times, lost motivation, and learned amazing skills. But most importantly, I acquired knowledge that could not only facilitate me for my rest of my fitness endeavors, but also helped many achieving their goals. In this video, I condensed all the information into smaller steps so that you can start implementing them right away. Step number 1, mindset. I would say by far this is the most important step to accomplish your fitness goals. In fact, any other goal. Let me ask you a question. What makes a person go out and work hard over sitting in their house and scrolling some Instagram reels and playing video games? You're probably thinking it's motivation, right? Nah, motivation is very volatile, and yes, if you are fully motivated, you'll get things done, but utterly relying on motivation itself is not your best bet. It's responsibility. Yes, you are 100% responsible for your health, and this small mindset shift will change the game for you. If a person feels responsible for something, they should, and they will most probably in their full capacity try to fulfill that responsibility. And if you're not fulfilling your responsibilities, then definitely you're not going to achieve your goals to their full capacity.
Look at it this way. If you're being scared to take responsibility of your own health, then imagine taking responsibility of your entire family, taking responsibility of your work, and taking financial responsibility. You will definitely not be able to handle all of these at once when you're an adult.
So unlike any other skill in life, you can train responsibility as well and slowly start leveling up in the responsibility attribute so that you can be prepared for the future. And my friend, I'm going to tell you, the more older you get, the more responsibility you have to carry on your shoulder. Okay, now that you've taken responsibility, now what? You need the basic knowledge and tools to get started. The reason I say basic knowledge is enough is because if you try to acquire all the information out there, your lifetime won't suffice and you'll never get started. This applies to any other knowledge or skill you're trying to learn. Step 1, sleep. Try to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep on a daily basis. The optimal timing for you to sleep would be anywhere between 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. and waking up anywhere between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. But I know this is not reliable and optimal for most of the people out there considering the lifestyles right now. My personal sleep cycle is between 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and this works perfectly for me. And be honest with yourself and don't overcommit to a sleep cycle which you can't sustain. At least optimize it to 75% to 80%. Then you will start yielding more results. Now coming to step 2, it is water. You all know how important it is to stay hydrated, and I see many people bugging over how much water you have to drink. There is no specific amount a person has to drink. Just keep it simple, drink ample enough water. You will know when you're dehydrated, so don't stay dehydrated all the time. A good indicator would be seeing that your pee color is anywhere between white to pale yellow, and whenever it goes to darker colors, it's an indicator that you have to hydrate yourself. On top of that, a good practice is to drink good amounts of water early in the morning. Level 3, sunlight. I can't emphasize how important this is and how many people skip this part, but get your sunlight. Every morning, what I do personally is get outside and get sunlight in my eyes. You might already seen Andrew Huberman and many other doctors and scientists talking about how important it is for your body, and there are ample benefits, so please don't skip that. Right after you wake up, get at least 5 to 10 minutes of sunlight in your eyes. Step 4, nutrition. There are 3 fundamental macronutrients: protein, carbohydrates, and fats. These are the nutrients which we use in the largest amounts, and there are micronutrients. All the vitamins and minerals come under this spectrum. Then comes calories. It is the unit of energy. The reason calories play an important role is because calories are an indicator for you to tell how much amount of food you have to eat to look a certain way or maintain your weight. Now there comes other terminology like calorie surplus is the amount of calories you eat to gain weight. Caloric deficit is the amount of calories you eat to lose weight, and a maintenance calories is the amount of calories you eat to just sustain your weight. Go to this website and you can enter your basic body metrics like height, weight, and how much is your physical activity, and it's going to tell you a rough estimation of your maintenance calories. So why this is important is because you will now have a value, a metric, a numerical value which you can rely on to determine how many calories you need to sustain your weight. And remember, this is not going to happen overnight. This happens gradually over an extended period of time. Now that you know how many calories you need to maintain your weight and to lose weight and to gain weight, now it is important for you to calculate how many calories you are eating on a daily basis. A great tool which I use personally is Chronometer, because it even distributes the micronutrients which are really important and most people ignore. Try entering all the information you're eating on a daily basis. Things you have to look out after you get these values are: see that you're eating ample amount of protein. The bare amount of protein you have to get is at least 1 gram per kg. See that you're getting that, and see that your micronutrients are fulfilled. I want to emphasize that nutrition plays a very important role in building your physique and your strength. So don't ignore this part. Optimize these levels first, then come to the actual part, that is step number 5, movement and exercise. So number 1 would be learning your body anatomy. You don't need to dig in very deep into anatomy. Learn the basics, learn the basic movements. I'll keep a link in the video. It's very short and very straightforward on all the body movements, which will be very helpful in the long run. Also understand that exercise is just manipulating of force, and it is completely up to you how you want to manipulate the force with your body. I personally do calisthenics, where I use my own body weight as resistance, as force to train my muscles, whereas weightlifters use weights to train their muscles. And I highly suggest pick a sport which you're really interested in, because that is what is going to keep you motivated and keep your exercises fun, and you will be able to continue them for a long period of time. As social media is skyrocketing, aesthetics have been a main priority, which is, for some part it's good, they care about how they look, but solely relying on aesthetics is not a good way of training. Approach fitness as a long-term thing, not a short-term thing where you just get your abs and a good physique, then you stop it. If you're looking for a good training split, then there are tons of good athletes out there who give out free programs. Jeff Nippard is one of them. And if you're into calisthenics, then Fitness FAQs, Gabo, Bodyweight Warrior, all of these athletes put out great content. Moving on, the step number 6 would be supplements. I also came from an all-natural camp where I thought that taking supplements is a bad practice, but that is a completely wrong mindset. Supplements are a great tool for you to supplement the nutrients which you are lacking rather than substitute them. I personally use creatine, which is the most research-backed supplement out there, and I've made a complete video on it, so watch it. Omega-3 fatty acids. If you're eating fatty fish on a regular basis, then you might skip this. Zinc is also a great component. You might miss it in your diet. Vitamin D. Like I previously mentioned, vitamin D is very important. Don't overcomplicate supplements as well. If you're lacking it in your nutrition, then supplement it. It is not a substitute, it's supplement. Step number 7 and the final step is documenting your journey. And I think this is one of the most beautiful and best part of your fitness journey. Document it so that you will know where you're standing and you will know what necessary actions you have to take. As a data engineer, I know how valuable it is to collect data and store data, so do that as well, because the more data you have, the better you can solve the problem and the better you can pick on what's going wrong in your nutrition or your fitness journey. Start off with notes. That's what I did for a whole year. Just enter your workout name and what you did on that day. That will at least give you a basic idea. Then slowly start documenting more information. Photos and videos are also a great way to check your form and see your progress. So this is all the information which I wanted to tell. If you're liking the content which I'm making, and if you want good general fitness tips through my experience, then do let me know in the comments below, and see you in the next one. India, I forgot to tell you one last tip. Go outside more so that you'll stay more physically active.